In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the High Sci podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight, and sitting across from me is the one and only Cash Kraus.
I'm here. I feel like I was just here. We were just here a couple days ago to watch some lackluster fights.
Wow, how dare you?
They weren't so bad. It's just my most anticipated fight.
Ended early.
Ended early, but it ended in the worst possible way.
An injury.
Yeah,
which is never fun.
A stupid injury that had nothing to do with, well, I don't think, but guy just twisted his ankle.
Yeah.
Just came in, twisted his ankle.
Unfortunately, that is what happened.
Other fighters saw that, jumped on him. Got to respect that. But and then the other fight kind of ended with an eye poke, too.
Yeah, it did.
Something about UFC, it's...
well, it's those
a
damn
give and
gloves.
take.
It is.
No other sport in history can end the entire sport with an eye poke.
I know.
There's never been.
Never.
It's crazy.
It is.
It could ruin one eye poke and ruin the night.
I know.
They got to fix that, man.
I'm still just it's still just wheeling in my mind that DC versus Stipe fight.
Yeah, they got to fix those fucking gloves, though. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about fights.
We're here to talk about a different kind of news.
Yes, absolutely.
That movie news.
Movie news, one of my
Yes.
favorite segments that we do on the High Side Network.
I love it.
Is our movie news dish. And that's what we're doing now. We've been doing it like in between our TV Tuesdays.
Yep.
So that's what we are.
Kind of a buffer so we can so we're able to watch
more TV.
Right.
And I got big news right off the bat. Well, we've actually already talked about it, but we haven't talked about it on the
podcast.
News.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about the most anticipated movie of the year, Mulan. Finally.
Man, I thought you were going to throw me like a Dune or a Tenet.
Finally, Mulan is being released.
Yeah.
After the uproar, after people demanded it, took it to the streets.
They did.
I heard that's why they were protesting in Hong Kong.
Oh, it's just
they wanted
for Mulan.
this movie released. But it's finally being released on Disney Plus.
It is. It is.
And,
for a small convenience fee.
You're not just getting it for your $12.99.
No, you're not. No, you're paying a little extra. By a little, 3 times your subscription. If you want to end up watching Mulan on Disney Plus, you're going to pay $50 that month altogether for your streaming.
Yes, well, it's $30 just for Mulan, and that's not included with your
streaming fee,
with your subscription.
Yeah,
and
which is wild.
Yeah, so you can pay $30, or you can fly and see it in New Zealand, Canada, or in Australia, where it's still being released to theaters.
Oh, okay. Or you could just wait a few months until it's free on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Definitely
or
not
you can
worth
download it
$30.
off the internet, off a free service, then pay. I don't say that. I don't tell people to do that for every movie, but for this one, pay $30 to see Mulan.
That's crazy.
When normally to see it on an 80-foot screen, I would pay $11. But now you want to see it in my house on top of paying a monthly subscription for it. It's insane.
It's a little asinine.
So if you want to watch Mulan, you'll be able to do that September 4th. You will probably be one of a handful of people that pay $30. Can you imagine anyone not working at Disney that's going to pay
$30 for it? Yeah, I don't see it.
Unless you had some kind of hand in making the movie, you're not going to pay $30 for this. It's insane. It's insane.
It is. But what I can tell you is there is something else coming out September 4th that I think everyone should tune into, and that is season 2 of The Boys.
The Boys,
Cannot wait for that.
Don't pay anything. I mean, you're paying for your Amazon Prime subscription.
But you know what? You're getting free shipping. You're getting a lot of products.
And you're going to see an awesome series compared to a mediocre hour-and-a-half film. That's not... It's not going to be good.
I guarantee it'll be like 2 hours and 15 minutes. That Mulan film with all the musical numbers and stuff.
There's no music in it.
Oh, that's right.
Come on, guy. They
took
out the best
keep
part.
up with Mulan every fucking week.
They took out the best
my
part. Well,
God.
that was big news when it happened.
It was big news.
That was. I mean, I love the music in Mulan. It was the worst part. Yeah, but Disney said don't get fucking excited about it because we're not gonna do it for any other film. They said Mulan is a one and done. Black Widow's still slated to come out November 6th. They said we're not doing that. We're not having it come out. But they said they're going to see. The CEO of Disney said he's excited to see how many more subscribers they'll get just because Mulan's coming out.
No one's going to subscribe and then have to pay $30. I'm telling you right now what they should have done.
$50. If you're not already on Disney, you'll be paying $50 to see Mulan.
That's insane.
Just to see Mulan. What the fuck is wrong in your head where they're at? You haven't got Disney Plus already. And then for Mulan, not even Mulan, the cartoon, which you can go and see on Disney Plus for free. You're paying $50 to see the live action.
Here's what they should have done.
They're delusional.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. This is what they should have done. The same thing that they do with ESPN Plus, where you buy a pay-per-view and then you get a year subscription for the pay-per-view cost would be $65, and then you attack on another $35, you get a full year of ESPN Plus. That's what they should have done for this Mulan to entice new subscribers
that might have been a good
to Disney
idea.
Plus.
Yeah.
You know, you go, pay $49.99 and Mulan is included for a one-time watch within a 48-hour rental period. As a promotion.
Or
and then
just,
people would have been more likely to spend $50 to go on your site. But, dude, just to watch Mulan and to have a month's subscription at Disney Plus, it's not worth it.
Yeah, or do something where you pay $50 extra a year, and then you get all the new streaming movies on Disney, and then Disney can start, because then they're making money somehow.
Exactly.
And then every year you have to renew. But they're trying to make money up because they lost money for the first time in fucking 20 years, Disney. So they think Mulan is going to be the card,
Saving
the
grace.
ace up their sleeve. It's not. It's not going to be.
Well, we do know, obviously, Disney has the rights to the New Mutants, but they are saying no matter what, this thing is not dropping on streaming platforms, and it's still slated for that August 28th theater release. So
and August 28th is in...
2 weeks?
Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
I don't get at this point why you just don't throw it on Disney Plus, but it is what
But
it
there
is.
is theaters open now, so they think that maybe that they can make money. So we still got that.
Well, shit, if our theater opens here, I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go see New Mutants.
But it's not gonna open with New Mutants. It's gonna open with old stuff first, and then it's gonna be September until they start opening regular stuff up. But I have some good news. We need good news.
Yeah, we do.
We need good news
in these troubling times.
Yes. And it's Keanu Reeves good news.
Ooh,
so is there any other?
Like fun.
Is there any other? Is there any better kind of news than getting Keanu news? John Wick 5 is officially confirmed. Will film back to back with John Wick 4. So John Wick 4 not released yet. They have already confirmed a sequel, John Wick 5. So spoiler alert. I'm pretty sure he survives the fourth one.
Somehow, yeah.
But so that is kind of shitty.
Cool.
But they are filming back to back. They're fucking Lord of the Ringsing it.
Yeah, that's really strange. I
wonder if the two. Well, I think the two films have got to be like interlinked. Like one's almost a sequel
like
for
a
another.
part one,
Like they're
part
part
two.
1, part 2. I assume, right?
Yeah, that's what I would assume too.
Unless they're
If
just
you're
like, let's just knock
guaranteeing
these things out and have two completely different stories. It's a lot of shooting though. That's crazy. Back to back films. So we will eventually be getting, because John Wick 4 was supposed to come out when Matrix 4 was coming out. And then that got delayed, and Matrix got delayed, of course. So Keanu Reeves' day got delayed. But now we are getting 4 and 5 back to back.
That sounds like fun. I'm excited for that.
Keanu is working these days.
He is.
Matrix coming out, Bill and Ted coming out, Keanu or John Wick 4 and 5 now coming out.
When they're all such huge franchises too. I mean, he's just killing it. He's crushing it. He does not look a day over 35 either. It's
no, well, he's a
I don't
vampire, and
how.
we know that.
We do.
We know he is sucking the soul.
And that is scientific proof. Like we have completely determined.
Well, there's pictures of him from like 1817. So it's
right. In like a Civil War, military outfit.
But I have related Matrix 4 news as well.
What's that?
Because Matrix 4, was confirmed. We talked about it already. Talked about it a lot. And we talked about how pretty much everyone is coming back. The Wachowskis are coming back. Carrie Moss is coming back. Keanu Reeves, of course. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Wow,
coming back. Probably got a new boyfriend as well.
Probably.
Bringing him on the set.
But remember, it's always been an open relationship. And you can definitely tell that was the case by watching Will Smith's face during that very awkward interview with their child.
Yeah, it was horrible. So everyone...
I don't know the mentality there.
So everyone's coming back except Lawrence Fishburne. No one ever brought him up. No one ever asked or anything like that.
Which I don't know how you don't bring him up.
According today, he released a statement about it.
Really?
Yeah, he said, quote, I have not been invited. Maybe that will make me write another play. I wish them well. I hope it's great. He was never even asked to come back. Isn't that crazy?
Well, yeah, such a pivotal character, such a big...
Yeah.
That they just said, nope, we don't need you.
Hollywood's favorite
how do you never
pill
add,
giver.
Yeah, exactly. How do you not add Lawrence Fishburne?
I don't know. There is a theory
to
that
the cast list.
That they had an MMORPG game come out, like Matrix Online, in like 2008 or something, and in that, and the Wachowskis wrote a story for that, so they said it was canon, and in that, he dies, he gets shot. So the one theory is that they're actually keeping that faithful and which is something that, because no one that's going to go and see the movie played the online game, so it's really weird. I'm guessing is the story just doesn't have him in it, and they're just going to say he ended up dying of old age or something like that, is what I'm guessing. Which is not something that you would think people do in the Matrix, is die of old age. They usually die in the Matrix.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I thought was weird. They never even asked him. What an insult.
Yeah, again, I have no idea. Maybe it wasn't, maybe they just didn't write his character in, or as you said, the whole video game.
Yeah, but to not even like reach out and be like, we're doing this. But you're not in it, but you're not in it. So I mean, if you were in it, we would give you. But for him to like completely be unaware that they were even making another one,
that's kind of wild.
And it's Lawrence Fishburne. It's not like he's not. I mean, it's not like he's still not acting or anything.
Oh yeah,
he's
he's still doing a lot.
Busy. Yeah, super active. So I thought that was weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I have some maybe encouraging movie news that will move forward the film. To be able to get back to normal with COVID-19 and being able to film movies again and be able to be on set. So we know that Jurassic World Dominion was delayed indefinitely once COVID-19 came out, and they had to suspend all shooting and everything. But they are back. There are reports that they are back now, and that they have up to 18,000 COVID tests readily available for all cast and crew. 150 hand sanitizing stations around the set, and some of them are specifically it's what they call a green zone on set, and it's used for only the director Colin Trevorrow and the cast and other essential crew members.
That's more COVID tests than the entire state of Ohio had months after the corona outbreak.
They ordered roughly 18,000 COVID tests.
Crazy. Remember when like the outbreak out and they found out like Ohio, Oklahoma had like 9 tests available. They weren't testing anyone. 18,000. That is crazy. Yeah.
And that green zone that I had talked about earlier, if you are in that green zone, you will be tested for COVID-19 3 times a week, and all cast and crew is quarantined on a specific location.
You got to be hot shit to be in the green zone.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, that's with the big ups.
Yeah. I don't know if, that's the funnest thing is getting a nose swab 3 times a week, but you got to do what you got to do.
If you're in the fucking green zone, man.
Oh,
you're living the dream.
Yeah,
you're with Bryce Dallas Howard, man. I mean, you're yucking it up with the big one. Right. Spielberg probably comes into the green zone every now and then, just to drop some fucking knowledge on you. But that's cool, and that's the UK, right, where they're filming that.
Yes.
Yeah, and the UK just announced that they are still requiring you to wear masks to the theaters.
Oh, yeah, that
during
makes
the
sense.
theaters, yeah. Because they were going to...
some guy coughing on you while you're trying to watch a film.
Well, yeah, but they were going to slowly try to push or take that back and start, no more masks, but they said, no, we got to keep the mask going, which I would gladly wear a mask to a theater at this point if they opened up theaters.
Yeah, so would I. I mean, I don't know how well you could, in all reality, enforce that unless you had staff in the theater watching people. But
no, there's no way they're going.
I like the sentiment, I guess. Of it.
But I mean, you could easily look to the right of you and go, fuck, that guy's not wearing a mask.
Exactly.
I can go tell someone, and then then they come in
miss
and
10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, but I mean, or get
or just
corona.
Stay away from them. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, no one's sitting next to each other either. So I mean, they're still having separate.
There's going to be spaces.
Yeah, so, but yeah, that was.
But
that was a small
if it's
story.
if it's the same philosophy as, you're at a restaurant, you take your mask off. I mean, what's the difference if everyone's being socially distant? What's the difference if someone has a mask off while watching a film?
I don't know.
Because you're going to have popcorn, you're going to have beverages. You can't expect everyone to keep their mask on the whole time. So that'll get a little tricky.
I'm sure it was mostly for like lobby and shit like that for people coming in.
Right.
Thinking
Well, yeah, all of that stuff, you should wear a mask.
Yeah. But yeah, you can't eat with a mask
That's
on.
what, yeah, exactly. So.
But still, then cut out the fucking, maybe they won't have food then. They just said, hey, keep that shit on.
Maybe not.
Keep it locked down. But yeah, but still, early on, I was thinking, there's no way they're going to make him keep, but I would, at this point, I'm so desperate for a movie theater open that I would gladly wear an entire fucking hockey mask if I had to.
Yeah.
Just to get back in there. Well, Mason, they released the highest paid actors this year. Can you guess who it is?
Tom Cruise.
No.
Okay.
No.
Elizabeth Moss.
Okay, we'll go highest paid actor.
Actor.
So we're doing men.
Okay.
No, Elizabeth Moss.
The Rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
Yeah, the
God,
top.
that's so frustrating.
You were guessing good actors, and the highest paid actors are never good actors.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Jason Statham.
Nope.
Vin Diesel.
You're going way too old.
Okay.
Who's just the hottest fuck? Anything he touches just turns of fucking gold. Everyone loves him. He's like a.
Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves.
Nope.
Damn it.
He doesn't get paid. He gives everyone his paycheck.
I know he's a nice guy.
He's just there for the.
But you said everyone loves him. I have never met a human being who's like, oh, Keanu Reeves. I hate that guy. No one says that.
You probably not about this guy I'm talking about either. I mean, he's not my favorite actor, but Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, duh, right. See, I'm glad you said it. It would have took me forever to get that.
Ryan Reynolds. So
really? He was the second highest paid this year.
So The Rock was paid $78 million. The Rock has been the highest paid actor 2 years in a row.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So The Rock was paid $87.5 million last year. And Ryan Reynolds came in at just a little shy, $71.5 mil.
What did he do this year?
The Rock?
No, Ryan Reynolds.
Netflix.
No, okay.
He was paid $20 million for Six Underground.
Oh,
that Netflix movie, yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yes.
Wow.
And this is news today as well, but we just so happen to talk about it. Ryan Reynolds just sold Aviation Gin, his gin company in Portland, for $618 million.
Well, I think he's set for life. I think that's a real safe assumption.
Yeah, if he can't bounce back on that, and then his wife, Blake Lively. So the guy's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good right now. Yeah, just sold that $618.
Right.
Number 3, do you want to give it a shot?
No.
You'll know immediately. Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, my God,
yeah. So the 3 top paid.
It's just
The Rock.
It's so weird to me. It just doesn't make any sense.
Why? It makes all sense to me. These are guys. These are guys making
talent-wise, and I don't understand how so many people go and see those. Like Ryan Reynolds, I get. Like Ryan Reynolds is hilarious, and I guess they all have their own thing. Like I'm not trying to.
But
hate
The
on
Rock is very lovable.
Oh yeah, he's the most lovable man.
I think Mark Wahlberg is my least favorite out of all of them. But yeah, it makes perfect sense, man. They do any movie.
Yeah.
They get paid a shit ton because they have lower standards.
Yeah, it's just.
So it's
I don't know. I've never been a fan of The Rock action films. They're just not up my alley at all.
All 3 of those guys, I've never been a fan of any of their real action films.
Yeah.
But if it was going by, talent, it'd be Leonardo DiCaprio and big fucking actors.
Like
but no
De Niro
one's
or something like that. But not. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah, but that's top 3.
You want to hear something crazy? Since we're on the topic of finances and numbers.
Sure.
So we all know that HBO Max is going to be releasing the Zack Snyder Cut for Justice League. Well, about the end of next year, I believe.
Yeah, right.
But this is a staggering number that I cannot believe. The HBO Max gave Zack Snyder upwards to $30 million to complete his original vision for the blockbuster Justice League.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$30 million. It'll be exclusively HBO Max. It'll be released there.
And that's not
but
reshoots.
I saw that, and that's wild.
Yeah, and then he looks like he's doing it all himself.
Yeah, just editing. He's like, yeah, I'll just pocket that per diem.
Yeah, and I see the
Stays in
scene.
the
It's the
studio.
Flash scene that he's editing, but yeah, $30 million. That's pretty fucking good for him.
Yeah.
$30 million. Again, no reshoots. It's
Nope.
all special specs and cuts and editing.
Exactly.
Shit like that.
Sometime in 2021 is when this will be released.
And I heard that it won't.
What if it's just a
I heard it won't be
masterpiece?
canon. It's not canon,
no, of course
obviously.
not. No.
But
what if it is just phenomenal?
it won't be phenomenal, but it will be. I'm sure it will be better than fucking.
Well, it can't be much worse.
Well, there's no doubt that it won't be, but it won't be like the best superhero film ever.
No, of course not.
It'll just be compared to that piece of shit.
But
it will be decent.
Even if it's 3 times as good as the original Justice League, it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I
and how
just-
long they've talked about it and whatnot.
Right,
It's just, but it's smart for HBO Max.
Oh, yeah.
People will pay for an HBO Max 1 month subscription just to see that film because it's been so fucking
know.
overhyped. But that's a good call. Good call on that part. I got some Mike Flanagan news.
Oh, my God. Please tell me it
You
has
know-
something to do with Stephen King.
You know that guy?
Yeah, I do know that guy. I love that guy. He's a
Mike
great
Flanagan,
director.
who we fucking love.
Yes.
He's kind of, I think, birthed to do Stephen King adaptions.
I haven't seen
He was
one that I
made-
hated
He was
that he's
made
done.
made for one reason.
Yeah.
But this news is not a Stephen King. He started shooting his new original horror series for Netflix,
Titled?
Midnight Mass.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give you.
I like that.
It's super cool. I love the name. Yeah. It's an original horror series revolves around a community living on an island that experiences miraculous events and frightening omens after a mysterious priest arrives. I fucking love it.
What denomination? Really? Okay.
Scientology.
Yeah, oh, right. Well, that'll get you.
And it's Tom Cruise. And like weird
shows
shit.
up. It's like,
Weird
here's
shit.
my friend L. Ron Hubbard.
Then weird
What
shit
the
starts
fuck?
popping off. Yeah. Xenu
See,
comes.
yeah,
I'm like,
just
whoa.
floats down. He's like in a different form. You're like, what the fuck?
So that started filming, of course, today in UK because you can't
Nice.
film anywhere.
Yeah,
but
no.
the first day of shooting. But you're probably wondering, where's Bly Manor? The sequel, the anthology sequel to Haunting of Hill House. That's always
No
been talked
idea.
about. Well, that is done shooting and it's ready to be released by Netflix. The Haunting of
Probably
Bly
in
Manor.
October.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I would assume, they'll probably release a trailer 2 days before the series.
God, that was such a good show. The Haunting of Hill House. He did such a good job, and all the actors in that did phenomenal too.
Yeah.
it was just
It was fantastic.
really well done.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, so we'll have 2 series coming out from Mike Flanagan.
Sweet.
Yeah, Midnight Mass and The Haunting of Bly Manor.
I love it.
That's awesome, yeah. And guess who's in the Midnight Mass?
Gosh darn it, Elliot from ET.
Yeah, Henry Thomas.
Henry Thomas. There we go.
He's
Yep.
going to be in Midnight Mass. And, of course, he's in Haunting of Bly Manor. I think all the original cast are in
Him and Mike Flanagan just must have the best relationship humanly possible because they literally work together all the time.
All the time.
Henry Thomas,
It's so
Henry
weird.
Thomas rather. Yeah, it's crazy.
Henry Thomas, he's one of the few fucking child actors who somehow made it out alive.
Somehow.
I mean, and still
'Cause not
working.
very many-
and not
many of them
not
do.
working at like a gas station or something like that, and just like completely, mentally
Off his rocker.
Yeah, which he is unstable.
bit,
The man likes to drink.
He
but,
does like to drink.
But
Can't
as
get
far
behind
as
him.
child actors go, that guy's doing.
Yeah,
He's in the
much better than most.
0.001% of people that are,
You know
are
who
doing
else
really well.
always comes to mind when I think of child actors who made it out just fine.
Who?
Hilary Duff, Lizzie McGuire.
She made it out fine, but she's not working.
No, but she's normal.
Yeah,
Like, she has a normal
but
life.
she's only
Most of
normal
those
'cause
don't
she's-
have more.
Yeah, but the ones that made it out the ones that made it are fine are the ones that stopped acting.
Mm-hmm.
Like the child from Matilda, she stopped acting
Yes.
and she's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's very few though that keep acting though and keep their roles and everything like
You
that.
just can't stay in Hollywood forever.
No, and not
It'll
you can't stay in
consume
Hollywood
you.
as a child at all. I don't think, but I got some other good news too.
Alrighty.
Detroit is finished with they're creating a 11-foot RoboCop statue to be brought up in the city because Detroit's where's RoboCop is.
Yeah.
And Philadelphia has the Rock as
So they're gonna
or not
put
the
up a
Rock, but Rocky
Rocky,
Balboa
yeah.
statue. Yes, and
Wow.
it has been in the making for 9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
And they're finally getting it done.
There was a Kickstarter going, and then a bunch of shit happened. But 9 years later, an 11-foot tall Robocop statue. That's the coolest fucking statue you can have in your town. I mean, it doesn't get cooler than that. Fucking Robocop. God, I wish we had some kind of movie that was shot in Portland that we could put a giant, we have monster statue.
In Washington, we have Twilight. We could put up a vampire and a werewolf.
An 11-foot Robert Patterson giant statue. That'd be pretty good. Sparkles in the summer.
Yes.
That would be cool. But, so they're getting done. So good for Detroit. They at least have something to look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
That'll protect their cities.
We got to talk about this. Jason Derulo thought Cats would be the, quote, perfect first movie. This is what he had to say. As if we thought Cats was done. We'd never talk about it again. Well, this broke in the news. I just thought we had to bring it up because this is just, it's insane.
Yeah, it is insane. That guy,
this is what he said.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, I know. This is what he said. Quote, for the longest time, I was trying to figure out what the perfect first role was. Cats checked all of those boxes. You can't get a more star-studded cast. You don't get a more respected director than an Oscar winner. And Rum Tum Tugger is a legacy role, a standout character in a classic musical. Even when I saw the trailer, I got chills down my spine. I thought I was going to change the world.
See, this is how far gone some of these actors are.
I know.
This guy...
Or musicians.
I can understand reading the script and being like, well, this is a no-brainer. Obviously, on paper, this thing's fucking perfect. I mean, so many famous people. Tom Hooper, the director, he directed. He's got an Oscar, so I'm like, this makes sense. But Jason Derulo, he saw the trailer... That kind of stopped the world, you remember?
Yeah.
Everyone
said that looks awful.
But he saw the trailer and still said, this is the perfect... I can't believe I did this. So,
and he literally looked at that trailer. He was in the trailer. So, of course, he's going to be like, well, yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, I'm in the movie.
I got chills.
Specifically
the world was going to remember Rum Tum Tugger.
Yeah, Rum Tum, yeah.
Although I do still sing his song.
I do.
Quite a bit.
Rumble Tum Tum is a curious cat.
Yeah. But yeah, what a moron. I mean, you may never work again. Because you were so far off on your assumption of how good Cats was going to be.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jason Derulo. Thank God he's got a voice to fall back on.
Yeah, for real. At least he's talented in that aspect, but very talented there, but not so much as an actor. But
well, he didn't do. He didn't do bad.
No,
I don't think anyone did bad in that film. It was just the most bizarre,
it was just a terrible
acid trip of a film I've ever seen.
Made no sense. I don't know who greenlit that, but they should be taken out back in an alley and shot.
That's rough.
Yeah,
but I agree.
That is a tough stance to make.
I agree with you. It is tough.
It was appalling.
Well, we have some blockbuster. Blockbuster news because things were released in the theaters this week in Ireland
and other places.
Ireland,
not named United States.
No, anywhere besides. So UK and Ireland box office is in. Unhinged was number one. It finally was released.
How'd it do?
It made $672,000.
Okay,
which is
not good in any other circumstance, but in this circumstance,
that's Euro too,
good.
So it's about $1 million American.
Right.
Well, yeah, and it was only released in in not very many theaters, but Inception was number 2, the re-release of Inception.
Oh, okay.
And I guess Vertigo released a Pinocchio.
Really?
That's number 3. I didn't even know, and it's not Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, obviously, but that was number 3. But we did have box office.
Well,
and that's being prepared for Tenet, who's being released next week, right? Or the week after.
Yeah, everywhere except, again, the States.
Everywhere except the
sucks,
States.
Man.
And the UK, this just came up, the UK made them edit down some of the footage to get an improved rating.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
So they had to take out a few scenes. I guess one scene of a woman being kicked. They had to take out a little bit of it, but I know. It's probably like in the background or something. It's always whenever it's these editing thing, it's always like the smallest things that are like not even the worst thing.
Right.
So, but yeah, they did have to edit out a little bit. So now it's got an approved rating that anyone with an adult can go and see it.
Well, that's special
in the UK. But I hope they're releasing that unrated that extra 10 seconds of that woman getting kicked in the U.S. because we're going to be wanting it.
Well,
we don't want to see any of that edited bullshit.
No.
But, yeah. So that's all I got.
That's all I have for movie news. Yeah, a good half an hour. We got that news out there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Not a lot.
No, not a lot. No, but hey.
We could have talked about Shia LaBeouf and his new role. I heard it was fantastic.
Yeah, no, and you're being very sarcastic when you say that.
I heard it was one of the most racially insensitive films.
Yeah. And just lazy, I guess. I guess it was, but we can't comment too much because we haven't seen it.
We haven't seen it, but I heard it was.
Yeah, and just I heard stereotype after stereotype.
And rumors have it that Shia LaBeouf might have been in brownface to look more Hispanic during it.
No.
So,
that's just never a good look.
That's the new.
And it's crazy because he was on the up and up for a while. Honey Boy, fantastic. Peanut Butter Falcon Club or whatever.
Yeah, well, he went back with the same director he's worked for before, and it's no good.
No,
I'm still on the Shy train though.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Love the guy.
We're gonna be reviewing a film of his this coming week.
Absolutely,
starring Harrison Ford. So
yes, sir.
All right. Well, that is our movie news episode, guys. If you like what you're seeing here and you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. If you're listening in audio format, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher, social media pages, Twitter, Seen It Podcast, Cash on Twitter, that's just Cash, Instagram, Have You Seen It, Facebook, Have You Seen It Podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Mason Knight. That is Cash Krause, and until next time.
Bye.